Welcome to this week's edition of the Bronco Weekly Sports Wrap. I'm Nici Gilday.
And I'm Denzel Johnson. Well, Nikki, did you notice anything different on campus this weekend?
I did. I believe we have a new bronze statue right in the front of campus.
Yes, we do. And our students are back. As we welcome the class of 2018, over 2,000 people came out to support the women's soccer team as they took on UC Davis in a very exciting 3-1 victory on Sunday.
That's right, Denzel. And after the fireworks display at Buckshaw, EyeBronco got to go down to the field and speak with the 3 goal scorers, Sofia Huerta, Britanny, Ambrose, and Anjel Brown.
So with the first goal, I don't exactly remember what happened, but Kelly did play a long ball that went behind the defense, and I headed it in. My third header of the season, which is surprising because I'm not typically a header forward, but it was a great ball by Kelly, and all I had to do was just tap it in.
This year's a lot different than last year. We don't really have the top 3 that we had last year, so we all have to rely and trust in one another more than we had to do last year, which is kind of building more as a team this year. And so we're working towards our goals, which are connecting passes, and this game really helped us with attacking to the net. We had 3 goals, so I think it's good steps moving forward.
It's actually my first college goal, and I wouldn't want to share it with any other team. Kat played a great cross in, and I went from inside all the way to outside run, and it was just right there. Felt pretty good. I was a little overexcited, but it's okay. It was awesome. I mean, we've been playing for over a month now, and we've never had fans like this, so it was a great experience to see all my future classmates for my first year here. So it was a lot of fun, and they had a lot of good spirit.
The team wraps up its final slate of non-conference play as it heads down to Cal State Northridge and Long Beach State this weekend. On the men's side, the team fell to Cal State Fullerton in a 1-0 match on Friday. The team will take on number 15 Cal this Friday at 7 p.m. Tune in to SantaClaraBroncos.com to hear Allie Wagner and David Gentili call the match.
Volleyball had a busy weekend as they took part in the UC Santa Barbara Invitational. The Broncos fell in their first match to the host school, but bounced back on Saturday with 2 strong wins. They beat Northern Illinois in 3 straight sets, then tallied a 3-2 come-from-behind victory over Cal Poly. Outside hitter Nikki Hess came in earlier today to talk with EyeBronco reporter Mary Shepard about her 125 kills on the season.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Nikki Hess. Nikki, we had a very strong end to our preseason with a win against Cal Poly. Tell us a little bit about the team's play.
I think at first we were pretty hesitant going to balls and making plays, but once we got in our groove and could keep the energy at an even level, we were able to play our brand of volleyball and end up with a win.
And you got named All-Tournament this weekend. What confidence does that give you for this week's match against USF?
It gives me a lot of confidence in our team, our play together, and just making plays, playing Bronco volleyball, as we like to call it.
We have 4 conference matches coming up within the next 8 days. Nikki, do you see this being a challenge for our team?
I think the biggest challenge we face will be trying to prepare for each match. Each team plays differently, so we're going to have to work on defending them and how to play offense against their block. But I think that our East Coast trip definitely prepared us for this.
Thanks, Nikki. Back to you guys.
Volleyball starts conference play this Friday night at USF after finishing their non-conference schedule 10-3. Good luck to the team.
The Santa Clara men's water polo team competed in the Cap 7 NorCal Classic over the weekend. They faced ranked opponents and went 2-2 in Stockton. EyeBronco reporter David Gentili stopped by earlier to recap the weekend with Graham McClone.
Denzel, Nikki, thank you. We're joined now by Graham McClone from the Bronco men's water polo team. And Graham, another busy weekend for you and the boys. 4 matches overall. How would you say things went for you going 2-2?
Yeah, it was a very exciting weekend. We started off on Saturday, didn't do as well as we would have liked to. We played UC Berkeley in our first game, and we lost that game. And we played Pepperdine, and they're a very strong team, and a team that we'd like to beat in the future. Although we lost in a close one, 12-10. Sunday, though, we came back. We decided to come back and play Sunday, and we went 2 for 2 Sunday. So we ended up 13th in the tournament, and I think that ranked us 14th in the nation right now.
So what do you think the difference was between the first 2 matches and the last 2 matches as far as turning things around to help you guys get a couple of wins?
I think team defense was crucial in those second 2 matches. Something that we really noticed was that we got 1, a lot more kickouts and exclusions, and 2, a lot of shot blocks. So our team defense was really incredible the second 2 games.
Talking about the team defense, Graham's a big part of this team's offense. 16 goals already this season, 37 last year as a freshman. What did you work on in that long water polo offseason to stay sharp and come back ready for your sophomore year?
It's a long offseason, and it's a really good opportunity to kind of figure out what you need to focus on and then dial in on that. I think this offseason I tried to focus on shooting, kind of adapting my shot to different goalies and changing that to make it better. But at the same time, I think I also tried to use the year off as an opportunity to mesh better with my teammates, because coming in as a freshman, you don't really have an opportunity to kind of experience the team. Just right away you're in the water, you're playing games. And then, after a year, I feel like now we're meshing pretty well and we're ready to play ball.
Graham McClone, Bronco Men's Water Polo, appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.
Denzel, Nikki, let's send it back to you.
Water polo hits the road again to participate in the Aggie Shootout in Davis.
Men's golf took 5th out of 16 teams at the St. Mary's Invitational last week. Freshman Hayden Shy was the Broncos' top individual as he tied for 9th place overall in his very first collegiate event. Women's golf will test its talents at the Cowgirls Desert Intercollegiate in Palm Desert this weekend.
The men's cross-country team will split its squad for their races this weekend. Part of the team heads east for the nationally renowned Roy Griak Invitational in Minnesota, while the rest will join the Bronco women at the Stanford Invite that same day.
Lastly, women's tennis is back on the court this week as they prepare for 3 days of competition at the Cal Invitational. Good luck to the team moving forward.
Well, that's going to do it for this week's Bronco Weekly Sports Wrap. Go Broncos! Edition of the Broncos. Welcome to this week's edition.
You feel like yelling right.
This week's edition of the Broncos statue in the front of campus. With the 3 goal scorers, Sofia Huerta.
I fumbled on her hair so good.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thanks.
David Gentili stopped by earlier to interview Graham. I keep thinking David and David.
At the Cowgirls. Jeez,
How could you forget that?
Yeah, how do I not remember that word?